howdy. Hello, everybody. Okay, let's fix that. Got my camera all fucked up again. Hello, hello. Oh no, baby have first fever? No. That's rough. Hello, Mersh. Hello, Cursed Chaos. In a Box had a donation after last stream saying that I was watching the stream and my PC crashed, and when I got back, it seems the video had been copyright stricken into oblivion. So thank you for the $20. They added that they do not want it to count toward today's stream, so we will respect that and just be appreciative. So, hello. No fun for me today? No, yeah, listen. I hope the baby feels better. Fever is stupid. Dumb. But hopefully they feel better soon. Yeah, I bet the baby's unhappy about feeling unwell. I can empathize with that completely. I've been like super sleepy lately, and I think that I'm just having a lot of weird dreams, Sometimes that happens, but I have the option to sleep in if I need to. So that is something that's nice about setting your own schedule. It's like if you're really like, wow, I fucking did not sleep last night, you can just sometimes crash out for an additional hour and a half and then you feel better. Hi, Prosy Rosie. So yeah, today's stream, if you didn't already see in the Discord, I feel like there's not a ton of news to talk about, and so I was just like, well, we'll get on. We'll see if there's any news, like if anybody has anything you want to discuss. There weren't any links shared this week in the stream recommendations channel on Discord. So yeah, it just kind of seems like, we're in between legislative sessions. It's the end of the year. It's the holiday. We're not seeing a ton of news. Uh, so yeah, we'll just kind of chat about whatever until we run out of energy to do that. And maybe we will play a game or something. I haven't decided. I'm really kind of not feeling it today. But yeah, we're not streaming on Wednesday because it's Christmas and I deserve Christmas Day off. So yeah, and I'll probably just go ahead and take off Tuesday too and just be like, yo, we're chilling. I might actually have to do some amount of live stream on the line. There isn't really a schedule. Hello, Skeptoideus. I'm listening in my earbud and typing on my computer because the baby likes the rain sounds through the subwoofer with the thunder. Oh, okay, so you got like a YouTube video playing on the computer. Yeah, that's awesome. I know it rains a lot in the Pacific Northwest, but I'm curious if it thunderstorms, because that's like one of the nice things about Kansas is that we have like storms. Delicious. Love it. Just beautiful. My skin looks healthier. Oh, interesting. I don't know. I feel like it's a really dry time of year. Maybe I'm just suddenly doing better about hydrating myself, because here's the thing. I have finally evolved. I'm usually a 2-drink person. It's usually like I have coffee, sometimes tea, and then my lemon water. And like, if we're being real, a lot of the time I only have the lemon water to hand. But right now, I am 3-drink neurodivergent. So let's go through it, okay? As usual, I have my lemon water. Tried and true. I also have coffee in this mug that everybody seems to like so much. Wonderful. And then, I guess, shout out to my pots for making me 3-beverage autistic. I also have salted chicken broth. It's not just chicken broth. I also put additional salt in it so that when I drink water, I actually retain the water instead of having to go pee. So, yeah. Shout out to my health conditions. This is how I stay hydrated. I have to drink like basically straight salt solution. Not often out on the coast, but more often than the last 3 years, we're getting thunderstorms. Lots of uncommon weather patterns rolling through. I have noticed that. Yeah, there was like a hurricane in California within the last couple of years. And then there was that spat. I can't remember what you guys call it. There was some big storm recently that was like very intense but very short lived. Crazy. Mm. Man, salt liquid, peak. Delicious. I drink gay gender fluid. How about y'all? I feel like at least one of these things is a gay gender fluid. Is it the coffee? Debatable. You're like a big ol' autistic deer with a salt lick. True. I guess that's true. It's called a bomb cyclone. There were two of them in a 2 week period. The second one rolled through the last 2 days. Really? Just now? Intense but short lived. Sounds like someone's obituary. Yeah, like somebody who died at the age of 22 because they were doing like jumping off the roof or like jumping out of an airplane or something and just like died. This most recent one was less bad than the last one, but still super crazy winds. Yeah, and you live fairly close to the coast, so it's like probably more intense there than it would be further inland. Anyway, got that to look forward to. Yay. Oh gosh. What's everybody's Christmas plans? It's coming soon. It's in like just a couple days. Tomorrow is Christmas Adam, you guys. We're in the countdown now. Intense but short-lived is a metal band name, true. Yawn. Oh gosh. Okay. Yep. We definitely sleepy. I think I've already mentioned that I am basically just planning on having a low-key day on. It might actually kind of start Christmas Eve and then carry over into Christmas because we've been talking about watching Avatar: The Way of Water, which we have not seen, and I was like, let's do it this week. Like, let's do it. And it's a 3 hour and 12 minute movie, so we are gonna try to watch it like kind of earlier in the day. And I was like, why don't we just do that on Tuesday? We have I bought two gingerbread houses a couple years ago to use, like to make gingerbread houses. You can like buy the parts, you know, um, and then like they come with different candies and like icing to hold it all together. And I was like, why don't we just make one mega gingerbread warehouse out of all of the stuff that we have for both? So I was thinking we should do that this week. My partner wants to watch Lord of the Rings on Christmas. I have a jigsaw puzzle we could put together. Um, I want to make Christmas dinner, but I'm mostly like, I bought a pre-cooked ham that also came with a glaze. I might still make my own glaze or like at least use that as a basis and like add to the glaze. But yeah, I'm like, I think that I might put a little bit of effort into some sides. Like I was thinking green bean casserole, deviled eggs, and then probably just like instant mashed potatoes. And like, I guess I'll maybe make a gravy for the mashed potatoes. I'll have to figure that out exactly. But, you know, that's kind of the overall plan. I was thinking of making a dessert too, but then I don't think I ended up getting anything that I would need to make. I guess I have like sugar and flour, so I could make basic cookies or something. But yeah, that's kind of overall what I'm thinking about doing. I bought stuff for the stockings. I have a couple of small gifts that I need to wrap still. Because I like, my tree is only like a foot tall and it's on like a table. And then I can like take small wrapped presents and put them around it and it'll be almost proportionate. Gingerbread cookies, that's a good point. Snickerdoodles? What are snickerdoodles made with? I should make snickerdoodles. That actually sounds fucking amazing for Christmas. But yeah, I'm not knocking gingerbread cookies either. They're delicious. I'm going to my mother-in-law for Christmas. Pray to Odin for me. Oh no. Going to my fiance's family, being prepared to be annoyed because it's always chaotic there. Yeah. I might show my 14-year-old Some Like It Hot. Yeah. That's fun. I haven't seen Some Like It Hot, but I've heard good things. I don't celebrate Christmas? No. It's fine. I was just like, I've started to appreciate it, not so much as Christmas, but just like as a winter holiday that obviously lifted a lot from paganism. So it's easy for me to be like, yeah, let me decorate with like holly and stuff because like those are appropriated images for Christmas that don't actually belong to the Christians. I'm Muslim, so this time of year isn't special for me. Yeah. I just like the idea of a holiday that is oriented around like gathering together in the cold months, you know? And it's like culturally dominant in the United States, so it's easy to call it Christmas. But yeah. Oh, damn. Is there some issue with other family members? Skeptoides says once her grandma passes away, we are never going there for the holidays again. Why? Yeah, Max, you need a nice midwinter celebration to keep you sane in the northern parts of the world. Which is kind of interesting because, I mean, maybe it's just that, like, I think I'm at a lower latitude than the UK and most of Europe, but it feels like the bigger part of our winter is in January and February, like that it's actually colder and shittier then. Um, but yeah, there's also Imbolc, which is February 2nd. So there is supposed to be another celebration, but it's just like I just don't feel like it has the same vibes. We have a small fake tree, but we are too lazy to decorate. Yeah, I have a tiny little fake tree that I bought at Target years ago. Uh, my partner and I were recently talking about like when we have a more permanent place, or maybe just a place that has more room. Um, we want to get like a fake tree that like you put together, and like I'm sure it'll be like a taller tree, like assuming that we have the space for it. But yeah, eventually getting a big fake tree is kind of on the list. And I guess I really should start making and buying ornaments now so that by the time we have the actual big tree, because right now I think, I mean, shit, we might have some other ornaments like in boxes somewhere, but right now I was only able to find two ornaments for, and it's kind of perfect because it looks hilarious on my tiny tree. These like two proportionally enormous ornaments on there, but yeah, I was thinking, I could easily crochet another holly and then like starch it so that it actually holds its shape flat and then, hang it as an ornament. That would be kind of cool. Very easy to do. And I could crochet a bunch of little. This is supposed to be a snowflake. It's definitely like very complicated for how small it is. But yeah, I could make most of our ornaments, I suppose. It's usually colder in January here, but it's a lot darker in December, and it's the darkness that gets you. Snow reflects light, and the sun setting midday makes you a little vitamin D deficient, especially with no snow. Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. Yeah, like it being super dark is, and like yeah, you're celebrating the fact that the days are about to start getting longer. If there is no snow, you're right. It doesn't. It's like you get some amount of like vitamin D through the clouds, but if it's super dark, then you're spending less time outside, less time absorbing the light. And if it's not snowing, which it has been snowing less, obviously, like all over the place. That's part of why it was originally called global warming, is because of how it would affect winter. Um, um, like in my part of the world, there is less snow now than there used to be. Like it only snowed in my area, shit, maybe like two or three times total. last winter, and we spent like the entire of January in like 50-degree Fahrenheit weather. It was insane. Um, and this year, uh, I think it's snowed once so far this year. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer. What makes the vitamin D lamps? Because I have like a full spectrum photography bulb right in my face right now, and I don't know if that is doing anything for me or if it's like a specific kind of bulb. I don't know. I feel like it's been snowing nonstop since the start of December over here. That sounds annoying. I feel like there's a middle ground where it's like it could snow like the week of Christmas and maybe like one or two other times in the month, but like, yeah, that's too much. Oh, the rest of the family are MAGA. Okay, fair enough. Vitamin D lamps just have like insane amounts of lumens. I'm like, do I need to wear sunblock around a vitamin D lamp? I know if I sit in a room that has a big window, like especially like let's say if I was sitting in a room that had a window right here, I would definitely wear sunblock because my grandmother had a melanoma on her face and so I'm like worried about that as like a health thing for myself because I think I have a pretty large number of moles. Most of them are pretty small, but I have a large number of moles and I know that I have a family history of skin cancer. But also, my grandma sat in an office with a giant south facing window right next to her all day long for like 30 to 40 years or whatever. And then she developed melanoma on her face. So it's like, okay, I know that in makeup now, a lot of foundations have UV protection, but you know that they didn't back in the 80s. You know that they did not. So it's like on the one hand, yeah, if you have a family history of this thing, you need to worry about it. But on the other hand, like I'm not sitting next to a giant window. And if I was sitting next to a giant window, I would wear sunblock. So it's just weird shit that you got to worry about as the pastiest kind of white person. Yeah, even the light bulbs is on the spectrum. True. Entropy fan says it's not the lumens, it's the UV light. I was just looking into UVC, far UVC, before stream. I mean, not just like earlier this morning. Um, and I was actually thinking about like, doing some research on this. Basically, there's like several things that are looking very promising for purifying the air. Like, I think that part of the reason why, okay, so this is a COVID conversation, just to be clear. We're segueing into a pandemic conversation. Um, it kind of seems like we need to bite the bullet that we're probably not going to get masking back. Hi, Gayfesh. Hello. Yeah, obviously, like I pressure people that I know to the extent that I can without sabotaging the relationship. I'm like, you need to wear a mask. Like, please take care of yourself. Um, and most people are not going to start that behavior up again, even if they themselves are sick. Like, it seems like impossible to get to even the level that China has been my entire life, which is that if you are having symptoms, you wear a mask in public. America is not going to get that. So, a lot more attention is being turned to filtration of the air. So, there's some obvious things that we've talked about before. Like, we've talked about Corsi Rosenthal filters, where you can buy like very high quality furnace fan filters, and like build a box with a box fan or another strong fan, and like it'll suck air in and like catch the viruses in the filters, right? That's one thing. And it is pretty effective. So there are other things that you can do though. Like HOCL. I don't actually know how to say it. It's like for cleaning. Hypochlorous acid maybe. But like you can buy a machine that makes HOCL and you can use it to sanitize surfaces, but also I've known people talking about like it's safe for people to put it in like a humidifier to clean the air with like a chemical basically that can get viruses and shit out of the air basically. And I've also just again today been looking into far UVC, which is it's obviously UVC, it's the third type of UV light. Uh there's some basically like it's not fully at a commercial level, or sorry, it's not fully at like, I mean in the sense that like people cannot necessarily easily buy it, and the strength of the UVC has to be in this very specific range of like pretty low, because otherwise it can hurt your skin. It's fucking radiation. And versus like how effective is it for actually cleaning the air, and like within what space is that functional, you know, like how close does the air have to be for how long for it to become sanitized, you know? So it doesn't seem like it's super, basically like all of these things combined would probably be highly effective. If you have like, if like every time a room is empty, the UVC comes on, like if it's a motion detector thing, and if it doesn't, like, you know, basically the opposite of when the light doesn't detect motion for a while and then it shuts off, have like a thing that detects motion, and if it doesn't detect motion for a while, kick on the UVC. Because like in hospitals, they do use UVC lights to sanitize rooms. Not all hospitals, but they basically only run while the room is empty. Like maybe even only at certain times of day or something. I don't know. But yeah, so that is something that you could implement if you used it's hydrochlorous acid. Yeah, hydrochlorous acid. That could disinfect the air. I've heard some people say that like spraying Lysol can help kill germs in the air, like can literally kill COVID in the air. Like someone I know was saying that their mom, who gets sick pretty frequently because she's a nurse, like, or she gets sick every once in a while because she's a nurse. I guess frequently is not part of the equation, but that she will spray Lysol around the house, and that seems to help. So I don't know. It's the Swiss cheese approach, where like you might not get all of it with a UVC light. You might not get all of it with a Corsi Rosenthal filter. You might not get all of it by wearing a mask or whatever. But if you layer these things on top of each other, then it's probably going to be fine, you know? Everything that kills viruses in the air/environment is also bad for you. I mean, it seems like hydrochlorous acid has been researched pretty thoroughly in, like, it's used in wound care, skin disinfection. It's used in deodorization and skin products. Like it, I think there's an argument to be made that breathing in Lysol all the time could be bad for you. But like, is it bad for you in a systemic way, or is it bad for you in that some of your surface cells might die from it or something? You know, it's like, but that is kind of this a similar question with lower levels of UVC. Like lower levels of UVC seem to be safe because they would only impact the outer layers of like dead skin, which are highly absorbent. But you don't want it in your hydrochlorous acid in your lungs. I mean, if it's used in wounds, I don't know why it would be bad in your lungs. Like a wound is direct line to your blood, and your mucous membrane, I guess, is a fairly direct line to your blood. But like, there has been no proven problem with you breathing it in. And if it is used in like a lot of other ways that like directly impact your blood, for example, like I just don't know. Um, Obviously, you don't want it at a super high concentration, but at low concentrations, it seems to be harmless to humans and also helps disinfect things. So, yeah, I'm not saying like get an industrial strength cleaner and like squirt it directly into your face. You would dilute it if you were using it. You would dilute it a lot more if you were using it in a humidifier than you would if you were using it to clean surfaces. But like, you know, I wear an N95 when I'm cleaning using any chemicals, to be clear. It's so useful to have N95s around all the time. I can like spray very powerful disinfectants on my surfaces and like not worry about breathing that shit in. It's great. Disinfecting wounds also generally does damage the tissues. It's just that damaging the wound is better than getting an infection. Ah, well, I guess then it just is a matter of like how much damage could hydrochlorous acid do to your lungs versus how much damage does getting COVID regularly do to your lungs. And we make trade-offs there. But if you're doing a little bit of each thing, like if you're doing UVC, if the UVC light is only on while you're in bed and you spray HOCl like once a week or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the vibe is. But, and then if you use a Corsi Rosenthal filter, like running basically all the time, you know, just like doing things in moderate ways, I think, because we are making trade-offs with a lot of this stuff. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, Entropy Fan, because you said HCl and the chemical that I am talking about is HOCl, and I don't know if that was a typo or if you know a lot about chemistry and are thinking of a different chemical. Or like, yeah, if I only spray HOCl after I have, like maybe before and after I have a visitor, then it's not going to probably have like a long-term impact because I don't have visitors that often. But like, this is the, like, okay, for the first time in my life, it feels like, but realistically, it's like for the first time in the last few years, I am actually thinking like, oh, maybe I could comfortably host people. Like we're about to host a friend and I'm like, I don't know that I have like enough going on. Hydrochlorous acid. I tried to make sure I was like reading it off the screen every time I said it. Hydrochlorous acid. Um yeah, so anyway, yeah, but like listen, I would love to have the opportunity to like see my friends more or like host Thanksgiving dinner or host Christmas dinner because you can implement like all of these different things on top of each other. Like keep several Corsi Rosenthal filters going around, a couple HEPA filters running, like a UVC filter, a maybe like yeah, like maybe you could get like one of those little wall dispensers that does like a scented dispenser and just have it like occasionally go a puff of hydrochlorous acid diluted in water and everything. And like, okay, now we're talking. Like, we could have a normal society again if we implement these things. Obviously, like in appropriate ways, in moderation, whatever, within certain limits. But like, yeah, this is the pathway to being able to have normal gatherings without concern for COVID. And like, yeah, I do think people should mostly still wear masks. But like, okay, I want to be able to have people over for a meal, let's say. I'm not saying I want to go to a restaurant and put service workers at risk and be around a bunch of strangers, but like if I could bring a few people over, like have dinner with another couple, if my husband and I want to invite a couple over, we could do that by implementing these things. And that's actually really exciting to me because I had kind of been operating under the assumption that, like, for the most part, all of this shit is going to be forever permanent. Um, like, I'm gonna want to avoid people. I'm gonna want to wear a mask all the time, whatever. But, like, we can do it. We can do it. It's possible to clean all of the air in all public spaces by implementing, like, a multifaceted air filtration project. At the very minimum, we should be doing this stuff in hospitals if we aren't already. Like I said, UVC is used in some hospitals, but it's, I don't think, standard. But nosocomial infections should just not be a thing. That's an infection you pick up at the hospital because you were there for something else. Like, you go to the hospital because you broke your foot and you catch COVID from that. That's a nosocomial infection. So, yeah, like, but it's just so cool that we have all this technology. It's capital H, capital O, capital C, lowercase l, HOCl, hydrochlorous acid. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm having my guest over next week, and oh, I guess I may or may not stream that Sunday either. This might be the last stream of the year. Um, because I'm gonna have a friend over that weekend, and I don't want to make him feel like he needs to leave, like early in the morning or anything. Anyway, so I'm gonna be running probably a Corsi Rosenthal filter the whole time that this person is over. I'm gonna try to occasionally spray some Lysol around. I would feel a lot better if I had some HOCl. We're not gonna be masking because we're just hanging out and, like, gonna be drinking and eating and stuff. Um, but yeah, it's still, like, nice to know that we have a lot of tools at our disposal to make this a possibility. UVC should be perfectly fine to be used whenever there are no people or pets in the room. It's not ionizing radiation. Yeah. So, yeah, basically, like, with the technology that is presently available with regarding UVC, it seems like basically it should be running in any empty room, right? But the issue is, like, you cannot run it with people in the room because the current level of exposure that you can buy UVC emitting stuff, the levels that it emits now is harmful to humans and animals. So you would need to try to find, or some people are working on inventing, like, really low level UVC radiation that is high enough to be disruptive to viruses and bacteria or whatever, but, like, to not harm people and not hurt our skin. Like, shorter wavelength, I think it is that shorter wavelength UVC is less able to penetrate human skin. So, yeah, like, UVC, obviously, at, like, a restaurant, it would be better if it could be run while people are there because people are going to be there all day. And, like, yes, you can run it at night, and that'll help for your first couple customers the next day, but we would like to be able to use it more consistently if possible. So yeah, some people are inventing shorter wavelength. Like, I think one is called NUKIT, Nukit. I don't know how it's pronounced. But it is it's supposed to emit shorter wavelength UVC that it might, like, be absorbed into the top layers of skin, but that it is so short wavelength that it cannot penetrate the deeper layers of skin, which is where cancer actually happens. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at with UVC light. Hi, Baphomet. Hello. Entropy fan, now that they are looking at hydrochlorous acid, say apparently the levels at which it is used in medicine and saline is both non-corrosive and non-toxic, but it is still supposedly very effective at killing bacteria. So yes, very different than hydrochloric acid or bleach. Yes. Cool. Glad that yes. I was like, okay, it seems like maybe we're not talking about the same chemical. And I may have said hydrochloric acid by mistake. I apologize. I meant hydrochlorous acid. Initially, I wasn't even sure what the term for it was, so I just kept saying HOCl. But yeah, it's you can put HOCl in like an air humidifier, and I might actually. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a hold of it in that short period of time, but honestly, it would be kind of nice to be able to have that running when I have a guest over. I think I got rid of my humidifier. Might need to get a new one. Sounds like something you would find in Star Trek. Yeah, yeah. Like a gas that you can emit into the air that kills viral particles, but not human being parts. Yep. Oh my goodness. Mm. How many of you explicitly don't have plans for Christmas? I have low key plans, but I still have plans that I'm expecting to come to fruition. What's up, Jihario? Welcome in. Cheers in a box? Yes, yeah. So I ended up having to cut out that small segment. So we confirmed that it's legit though. So last time we talked about how Disney had a trans character in a new show that they're making, and then they removed that plot line. And then someone had posted something that they said was the scene that was going to be in the thing. It's in like an uncompleted animation. We watched it, and Disney copyrighted my content and blocked it globally. So we have confirmed that that storyboard animation is legitimately Disney intellectual property and that they cut it from the show. Like, I feel like that's a little bit damning, but very funny. And obviously, us talking about it and commentating on it, I guess, doesn't qualify as fair use. I don't know. I just wasn't even like gonna try to. I wasn't even gonna try to argue with that. I'm like, it's my most recent stream and I want it to be visible, please. Getting dinner with the GF, nice. Disney the demons themselves, true. I've watched the rest of the stream now. I don't know if I got to see the CW content though. Yeah, I had to remove it. I just clipped it out and was like, I'm not gonna wait for you to not respond for 30 days to my counterclaim. So yeah. And I'm kind of rolling the dice a little bit. So here's a little update for everybody. If you're not a member of the Patreon or the YouTube memberships, then you have not seen this yet. But I should be ready to post my review of the Will and Harper documentary tomorrow. I need to work on thumbs and SEO and stuff tonight, but I should be ready to upload that tomorrow. So, yeah, that will be out. And why did I bring that up? Hold on. Oh, it's a Netflix documentary, and Netflix is really stupid about copywriting their content. So I have like my first version of the video, and I may or may not have to fight with them about it. So we'll find out, I guess, tomorrow, or I guess maybe later tonight. I'll make it unlisted and see if they try to claim my shit or block my shit, because I actually used a lot less footage than I could have from the documentary. I feel like there are a lot of places where it's just straight up me talking to the camera for like several minutes, which is not great for audience retention. But I wanted to use it where I felt it was actually illustrative and necessary. So, I think it's pretty obviously fair use. Like, I was very conservative with my use of their footage. And it's like a fucking documentary. It's not like one of their big shows. So I do not know if it's going to get caught up in copyright, but I will have the members only version, which also has like 4 minutes of additional content. But yes, I will have the members only and patrons only version, which will be, I think that how it works is it will be exactly as I intend it to be, instead of having to like potentially edit out parts of their footage where they don't like it. But yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be fun. I assume that they cannot, if I keep my video like for members only, I don't think that they can copyright claim that the same way, but I'm not sure. It will definitely be on Patreon exactly as I intend it to be, though. So even if the members don't get to see it exactly the way that I made it the first time, then patrons can. And then it's on to a dragon review. It's probably going to be Dragonheart. That's going to be fun. I'm just glad Nintendo is okay with people playing their games while doing videos. I don't actually think they are. I feel like Nintendo has been dumb about this before, have they not? Like, because Let's Plays really are not technically fair use, I don't think. Like, I guess you could call it commentary, but like you'd have to make sure to edit things down quite a bit to qualify as only commentary. And I know that as far as the market is concerned, it is a different product. It is not, there are people who will watch Let's Plays instead of, or sorry, I don't know that there are many people who will watch Let's Plays instead of playing a game. It's a different market to watch someone else play a game. So like that's one of the questions behind copyright and fair use is like, does this content replace the original market? I don't think so. And I also do recognize that some people will buy a game after watching a Let's Player, so it's basically like free advertising. But I do know that it is a very weird legal gray area that it's kind of like a lot of companies will let it happen because it is free advertising, but if they decide they don't like someone, they will pull the trigger. Like I seem to remember, I think it was maybe Firewatch, um, decided to copyright strike PewDiePie for playing one of their videos after the fiasco with him saying the N-word on stream, or right around that time. And it's like, these videos aren't any different from any other Let's Play content, but so that it's like it exists in this place where like they can decide, excuse me, to pull the trigger or not, you know, which is, I kind of understand that because for my channel, I could post my videos and have them basically be Creative Commons, but I don't do that. They have a standard YouTube license because I want the option, if someone makes a harassing video about me, to be like, you're not allowed to use my content. You know, like I reserve the right to allow people to use my content for review purposes or whatever, response videos and that, or to be like, no, this is harassing content and I don't want them to use my copyrighted works. So, you know, there is at least a veneer of protection. I actually like playing video games, but I often watch more than I play. Yeah, I am not typically a big gamer. I've just recently been into WoW again. And I've been playing that. It's like I'm either playing WoW or I'm playing Picross. And then I did also recently go through a big Timberborn phase. I feel like there was something else that I was playing recently, but I'm going to have to open up Steam to figure out what it was. And I've been thinking for a while about doing more gaming stuff on stream, but it's like I don't think that I've really figured out what is the right game to play on stream. where like I can read what you guys are saying and play the game. A lot of my games need an update right now. That's interesting. I'm like looking at my list of games now, like what seems like it makes any sense to do on stream? I guess puzzle games are good to do on stream because you can help me solve them. Like I haven't played Baba Is You in forever because I got to a point where I couldn't figure out what to do in any of the levels and it felt like cheating to look it up. So I was like, well, I guess I'm not smart enough to finish this game. um, but yeah, I guess puzzle games could be good on stream. Let's see. My partner recommended that I play Shelter 2, but that was back when I had a gaming channel. Um, I don't know much about it, but it was something that he recommended. So, I mean, that is an option. Wow, it's a 2 GB game. I did not remember that it was so large. Minecraft? No, I'm sorry. I don't like Minecraft that much. I get bored with that one real quick. Someone copyrighted one of my platinum Pokemon game recordings. No commentary, just gameplay. Never intended to make money from it anyway. Yeah, I think that that would not fall under fair use for sure. If there's no commentary or reaction, then yeah. Have you ever tried Terraria? Yes, I have tried Terraria. I don't know why, but I do not find it very fun. I like, you know, tried to play it. Maybe part of the issue was that my partner was like providing me with all of the things that I would need. And those games are enjoyable because you have to earn stuff. I don't know. I haven't finished Carrion. I'm at a point with I haven't played it in a bit, and I feel like I might have to start over in order to remember how to play. I do that a lot. I'll get like most of the way through a game and then like stop playing it for long enough that I forget how to play. The struggle is real. I guess yeah, like a game on stream, it makes a lot of sense to do a game where it's like, okay, and what does chat want to do? Okay, that's my coffee gone. I'm down to 2 drinks now. Chicken broth and water. I hear good things about LA Noir. Mafia Remastered, LA Noir, Bendy, and Escape the Backrooms. Yeah. Bendy is super hard, right? People were saying that that game was incredibly difficult. I don't even have any desire to finish Cats Are Liquid. We actually did something that I had never done in that game before. Like we completed World 8 and I just don't want to finish it. It like got weirdly difficult toward the end. Like they started taking away moves and I'm like, I don't know that I like this. What's up, Hivesai? Yeah, I know some people like Alien was just saying that that being a gamer is an expensive hobby if you like using multiple systems. I just kind of stick with my PC. I have a Switch, and you know, I might play my Switch more because I want to play Okami. I have it on my computer, but it fucking sucks. Like the port is just not very good. And so I was thinking maybe I could get Okami on my Switch because Okami 2 was just announced, like a sequel. They did not give very much detail. It's like a very early announcement, but I loved Okami when I was younger, and I really would like to play it again. So I was thinking maybe I'm gonna end up playing my Switch. We're gonna be, you know, moving across the country and have time to kill in the hotels, you know, as we stop at various places. So yeah, like I could play some more Switch. Bendy's not as hard as Cuphead. However, I bought the second Cuphead game as well. Nice. Cool. But yeah, I mean, PC gaming is like, I like having access to a lot of indie titles through Steam. I know that there's also like Epic Game Store and like there are other game store hosts, but I just, kind of only fuck with Steam. I too have a Switch. We be Switch frauds. I really don't use it that often, guys. Like, I genuinely haven't even picked up my Switch out of the dock in like, I want to say 6+ months. So I don't know that it's worth it for me to have any Switch friends, really. I have Democracy 3, which is a really difficult game, actually. Democracy 3. Currently upgrading my PC. Last thing I need is a case. Yeah, my computer kind of shat the bed earlier this year, and we kind of just like replaced most of the major components, which was nice. And now I have the best computer. And it's pretty cool. I do have Hollow Knight. I've only played it a tiny, tiny bit. I have a lot of games that I haven't really played. Hey, thank you, in a box. Holy shit, 10 gifted tier 1 subs. Thank you. Happy winter solstice, Mayo side, and a bookmark. True. Thank you so much. Enjoy those gifted subs, all you folks. There were a lot of Mayo names in here today. Ooh, yes, buying a new laptop is a great motivation to buy some new games. Hell yeah. That puts us at the halfway mark for today's show. I haven't been pushing it as much, but like, I guess if this is our last stream of the year, we should make it count. Let's try to get the box. Let's try to open the box, you guys. I do have, let me kind of make it at a prettier angle. There we go, prettier angle. I am excited about what's in there. I don't know if you will be excited, but I'm pretty excited about what's in there. Hollow Knight is a wonderful atmospheric game. Yeah, no, I hear great things. It's just, I also hear that it's quite difficult. And I am actually not that great at video games. And I am worse at video games when I am also trying to talk. The struggle is real. Oh man, I completely forgot about Sea of Thieves. Like, I just memory hold that game. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's all kinds of things that would technically work for a stream. It's just like, I just have to pick one. I did think about doing your royal gayness, but then I realized I would need to do voices the entire time and that it would really hurt after a while. So that's why we haven't played any your royal gayness or Dream Daddy. Dream Daddy's another one where it's like, oh my god, it's all talking. Nice. Have fun watching Stargate. Hell yeah. Oh my goodness, you guys. Last night, we watched Pop Star Never Stop Never Stopping, which has been on our list forever since it came out. Like, I don't even remember when was that one released. Let me find out. 2016? Okay, yeah. June 2016. So it's been on the list for a while. We finally sat down and watched it, and it was incredible. Really. I was like very psyched about that movie. If you guys don't know, it's like the Andy Samberg movie. His other bandmates are in it. So it's the Lonely Island movie, basically. But it's a mockumentary, which I did not know. We had listened to a lot of the songs already. Like, I've been listening to music from that movie since 2016. Uh, like I was listening to it when I was like working as a mailman person, and yeah, like so it was kind of fun to have the music coming up throughout the movie, but I genuinely found it so funny. It was so enjoyable. And yeah, I'm really glad that we watched it. It made me feel good about watching new movies because I'm like, man, if they can be that good, I'll have to watch it again. Maybe what we're finding out is that I love terrible movies, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna be okay with that. Yeah, Inabox always does the gifted subs and direct site donations, so they always have a white name, which is interesting. Did the movie have the same Love parody song, or was that cut from the film itself? There were some songs that they played only a tiny snippet of, and so that might have been one of the ones. And then sometimes they would play like a tiny snippet, and then it would almost immediately fade to being in the background of some voiceover. Oh no, that one was in it. Yeah. I'm not gay, but if I was, I would want equal rights. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That one was in there for sure. I think it was almost all in there, as a matter of fact. With Pink? Yes. I love that song. It's hilarious. It's easily one of my favorites. Of course, Bin Laden is my favorite one. Um, Finest Girl, I guess, is the actual title of that song. It's my favorite for sure. And it was my favorite performance in the mockumentary, too. Because, like, it's like a mockumentary. You're getting scenes of concerts, and it's very fun. It's quite enjoyable if you like The Lonely Island. Like, there's a ton of celebrities in that movie too, which I like that. Like, I enjoy when celebrities don't take themselves super seriously. Like, I just find it really enjoyable. Most of them are playing themselves. A couple of them are playing characters and not themselves, but it's fun. It really rubbed me the wrong way that Same Love became the anthem for legalizing gay marriage when the first verse is dedicated to Macklemore, making sure you know he's not gay. Oh, yeah, okay. So that one was making fun of Macklemore. Macklemore. I did not know that. It shouldn't matter if you're gay if you just support equal rights. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, that's the kind of thing that makes the song funny is that toxic masculinity makes men feel like they need to say no homo, you know? And there is a no homo song too from The Lonely Island. I would say Popstar Never Stop Never Stopping is definitely a product of its time. Don't get me wrong, Macklemore is generally on the right side of things, just that bit is very misguided. No, of course. Yeah, of course. And I think it's worth making fun of. It's absolutely worth making fun of. I just don't keep up with music. Or at least I didn't used to. I'm getting better at it now, but I didn't used to keep up with like what was going on in the music industry. So I don't think I've ever actually listened to Same Love by Macklemore. Yep, 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 yep. Man, I'm excited to post this video tomorrow and then immediately move on to something else. Well, I guess not immediately. I guess I'm going to give myself like 2 days off. But reviewing Dragonheart, and I'm definitely posting videos slower than I want to, but like I'm also just now switching to this mode, so I'm not gonna give myself too hard of a time. I've heard John Cena is in the Lonely Island movie, but I couldn't see him. I don't remember seeing him, but there were some guys, like some actors who were dressed as like someone else. They were in like a costume. I'm glad that the baby has opted for trying to sleep through all this illness. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good job. Good job, baby. I've been to the club where Macklemore filmed the thrift shop music video. It's called The Unicorn and is a gay bar. Nice. Nice. Dude, I hope that if I ever have a local gay bar, I can convince them to put in all those COVID precautions we were talking about earlier. Because, man, it would be kind of nice to go, like, clubbing every once in a while. Like, go out, have a drink. I would probably wear a mask the majority of the time that I was out anyway, but still, like, if I could feel like it's okay for me to take off my mask for half a fucking second to take a shot, then that would be amazing. Pink Pony Club, true. Thy patient is actually able to listen along today because we have her earbuds set up finally. It is good, and I can't believe she worked in a kitchen for over a year with no headphones. God, yeah. I cannot overstate how useful it is as a back end worker to be able to listen to music sometimes. Jesus. You're moving to Oregon, you'll have a local gay bar. No, I'm sure. Like, will I be able to convince? If I had multiple local gay bars, I could maybe convince one of them to put in UVC lights or whatever. But, you know, we dream. Obsis, thank you for the $10 dono. Holiday cheer, truly. Oh, you know what? If this is going to be our last stream of the year, I should go find my Christmas hat. I have a Christmas hat. I think I know where it is. Like, I think I might be able to find it quickly. Should I? Maybe I'll finish my chicken broth first. Because that's probably cold now. Yeah, it's cold now. It's a lot better when it's warm. Krampus hat? Oh, I wish. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go find that. I'll switch to a different screen real quick, but I will be back momentarily with my Krampus hat. Okay, told you I wouldn't be gone long. I found it. It was in a drawer. On the opposite side of my hair, I guess that feels like it evens things out a little bit. Happy holidays from the Star Wars characters. Yay. There we go. Cute. Anyway, that's me. That's as festive as I get. Excuse me. I recently found out there is a truck club in our area that's full of gay and trans people. I have a truck, so once it has 4 same-size tires again, we will be doing great and I will be joining it. Nice. You would think gay bars are pretty... You would think, but gay bars are pretty scarce these days, and lesbian bars are all but non-existent, even in the Metro Blue areas. Oh, bummer. Yeah, it's Star Wars. So there's like Yoda right there, and then there's R2, and there's C-3PO, and there's an AT-AT. With fucking deer antlers on it and a Rudolph nose. So, yeah. I love that I have seen the Cursed Holiday Special. Yeah, I have not seen the Cursed Holiday Special. I hear many wonderful things about it. Truly a winter wonderland. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How appropriate is it to have an AT-AT on there since Hoth is a snow planet? Haha. Yay. What if there was a gay slash trans bar called the Horny Jail? Listen, when we inevitably have no choice but to form a commune, you can have a bar there called the Horny Jail if you want to, where you make your own beer and mead or whatever. Delicious. The holiday special sure is special, says John. I'm gonna drink more water. Good gracious. Mm. We are all about the fluids today. Mm. Beautiful. Dude, there's 46 viewers. That's cool. We're just kind of hanging out, so I didn't know if we were going to have very many viewers today. Thank you for the hanging out, though. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can I join the commune with my partner? Maybe. I don't really want to join a commune, but I mean, I just view it as like maybe a thing that we have to do sometime. I'm not like excited about it though. There's also a Lego Star Wars holiday special. It's pretty cute. Oh my god. How many more things can they do to make it silly? I like that you just also told me that there's a Lego Star Wars holiday special and your profile picture is a Lego man head. That's pretty good. Femboy Hooters. I know. Everybody's into the Femboy Hooters. Just boxing cis women out of their own field here. I'm just here to boost the stats. Yeah, listen, I like Lego too. Okay, like to build Lego by following the instructions, but I don't really enjoy like building abstractly. I guess if I had a really specific goal, if I was like, I'm trying to recreate something, then maybe like, okay, having a creative direction could be useful. But I don't really do free form play very well. And maybe this is part of why I don't like games like Minecraft, or I get pretty bored with them. I'll like play it a lot for like a couple of days and then I get bored with it. But yeah, I like to follow Lego instructions. I actually have just out of frame up here a Lego orchid set, which is probably one of my favorite things. And I was trying to decide like, am I going to take it apart before the move or if I'm going to try to keep it mostly intact. I followed the directions in the book for how to set up the flowers, and that is not how orchids grow. Like, they have the flowers going off in all kinds of different directions, but the flowers always grow toward the light, so they always grow in the same direction basically. And they will, if you turn them around, they will start bending back the other direction to start growing toward the light again. So yeah, I was thinking like I need to rearrange these at least and make them all on one side, even though that might not like be as aesthetically balanced. I like modifying the existing Lego sets to suit different aesthetics. Yeah, that's cool. Lego instruction make me feel like I have no problems. Yeah, they make you feel so capable, right? You're like following the directions and then you do the thing and then at the end you have a thing. It's great. Can trans guys be femboys too? Yeah, I mean, basically that's kind of how I think of myself. It's like trans masculine by definition of having masculinizing transition, but femboy because like that's how I feel I approach my relationship to femininity is from a position of being more gender aligned with a boy kind of. I don't know. God, fucking whatever. Yes. Trans guys can be femboys. I saw a Lego Advent tree that I really want for next year. Man, so I started looking at Advent stuff like, too late to get the entire month in. But I like the idea of getting like a sexy Advent calendar where it's like you do a different sexy thing every day. Trying to convince my partner to do that one with me next year. Or I saw someone's been doing an art Advent calendar, which is kind of neat. I got I got Lego Legolas and Gimli for Yule from my BFF. Nice. Happy solstice, by the way. I know it's kind of debatable when to actually honor the solstice. I did not do anything yesterday for it. Some people celebrated on the 22nd. Some people celebrated on the nearest full moon or the nearest new moon. But yeah, happy solstice, everybody. May the days begin to grow brighter. Blessed be. Yeah. When you wear makeup and nail polish and wear dad clothes, but like in a faggy way. Yeah, exactly, for sure. I'm much more comfortable with my femininity since I stopped identifying as a woman. Like, since I acknowledged that that term does not apply, basically. So yeah, it's nice. Blessed be and namaste. Yeah, doesn't namaste mean like thank you? Blessed solstice, truly. May the wheel turn. I should light a candle at least today. I might finish off this red candle that I actually put up this red candle at a different holiday because the color red works for so many different pagan things. Pagan festivals are traditionally multi-day events. True. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you subscribe to some of the more spiritual aspects, there is a preferred time to do the celebrations, but I don't really hold to that. I celebrate solstice on the day my seasonal affective disorder hits peak. True. Yeah. I was just wondering, Gayfesh, about getting a sun lamp, like a vitamin D lamp. And that's kind of what led us into a conversation about UVC light for COVID. But like the place that I'm looking at, like it seems like it will have a lot of natural light if we can get it. I'm going to submit the application stuff tonight and like try to get this apartment lease signed by the end of the week if they'll let us. Um Obviously it's weird with Christmas, so but whatever. Yeah. I feel like there's probably going to be decent amount of natural light, but I also don't really like wearing sunscreen all day, and I would need to wear sunscreen if I was next to a window often. So it's like, well, I could just have a sun lamp and just use it for part of the day. Or just become a winter hiking person, I guess. Just hike during the winter and then I'll feel fine because I'll be getting plenty of sunlight. Namaste means I see the me that is in you. It sounds sexual, but it is not. That's funny. Taking vitamin D out of a Pez dispenser? Yeah, true. I'm feeling very relaxed today. Relaxed today. I'm still trying to think if we should ruin that vibe by playing a game. I mean, there's always Mountain. We can just let Mountain run in the background while we talk. Winter hikes are nice. One of my favorite winter activities. Yeah, it's just that in the area that I'm looking to move to, it's probably going to be like the most dangerous time of year for me slipping in the mud. Like it's so rainy during the winter, according to what people tell me. Let's just run Mountain in the background. That sounds fun. Mountain a minute to load there. Where was I just now? It asks. This is how it started, by the way. It started, like, spinning from this weird low angle. I want to kind of let it just go and do its thing and see what changes. But yeah, that'll just be running in the background. I'm sorry if this is dizzying to anybody. I don't want to interrupt it because I think it's fascinating that this is what it decided to do to start with. This is a game called Mountain. Or I guess it's not... It's one of those games that's not a game, kind of. I think... Well, maybe... Maybe I will, finally. It's like... It doesn't seem like it's gonna stop doing that. Why? Is it broken? Are you broken? Because normally I can, like, do stuff with it. Okay, maybe we'll try that again. Maybe we'll turn it off and then turn it back on. See if that works. I'm supposed to be writing a video essay about leaving the US, and writing an intro is killing me. I don't know what to say beyond stuff sucks and lots of people are talking about leaving. I mean, don't start at the beginning then. Like, if you're having a difficult time, then start somewhere else. Maybe do an outline first. See, it's doing this again. It says, was I sleeping just now? But it's like spinning at this weird low angle. It's not the same low angle, but it's not letting me do anything. Turn off auto cam. Nope, that's not helping. That's so weird. Why is it broken? That makes me sad. Is the spinning thing itself the titular mountain? Yeah, but we're just seeing the underside of the mountain for some reason. I don't know why it's doing this, and it makes me very sad. Like, do I need to, like, uninstall this and then install it again? That's fucking annoying. There, I'll reinstall it. Let's see if it'll fucking work now. I tend to do my intro after getting my ideas out. Yeah, and you have to consider, like... Yeah, the grundle of the mountain. Delete the data and app data. I'll fucking deal with that later. I want to just see if this works on its own. Maybe it's something about making it full screen. So I'm just going to let it be the square shape that it usually is and see what happens. Nope, still doing it. Hi, me. Okay, I don't want to fuck around with the app data right now. I'll deal with that later. Man, that sucks. Oh man, I can't believe I still have a story about my uncle installed. I really enjoyed that game. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of Spider-Man-ish. But yeah, it's hard to know how to do an intro on a video. I guess spoilers, but like, yeah, so for my video for Will and Harper, it was like, okay, how do you introduce a video in a way that keeps people's attention? I started it out by talking about marginalized people and getting people to understand what's going on, and like how, you know, we are expected to empathize with cis white male protagonists, and like how do we present marginalized stories in a way where a mainstream audience can empathize, which, you know, seemed like an appropriate way to begin that video, but I don't actually know that that's going to be super attention grabbing, but I don't know. Stream turns into an IT podcast. Yeah, let's avoid that. Oh man, Turnip Boy commits tax evasion. That was fun. I think we played Webbed on stream already. We've done that before. All streams are potential IT podcasts. I guess that's true. You could have technical difficulties at any time and then go off and talk about that instead of whatever else is going on. Man, I do love Papers, Please. I think I have not gotten all of the endings. I've gotten all of the Steam achievements, but I don't think I've actually completed all the endings within the actual game. It's so fun. There is Okami HD on here, but it sucks balls. It's a bad port. I know, I can't wait for Isopod. I'm so excited. Have you ever played Nidog? No, I have not. Nidog? Is that like one of the stupid fucking Celtic ways of spelling words? It's confusing to me. But no, I don't think I've ever played that game. When did I get Mirror's Edge? Why do I have that? I don't think I've ever played that game. Strolling through your stream library. I just call it Nidhogg. Yeah. Got most of the way through Little Nightmares and then decided that it fucking sucked. So didn't play that again for a while. What is your favorite style of game? Yo, I don't even know. I used to have a favorite style of game, and it was basically like city builder, but village style. And the technology only gets so complicated. Like Banished or Timberborn. But then I just like really stopped enjoying that kind of game. And I used to really enjoy games where you like similar to Stardew Valley, where you like have to grow stuff and make stuff. And I'm like, okay, I don't really like those games anymore as much as I used to. I can pretty much always play World of Warcraft. I mean, there's just so many different ways to play that, so I guess you could say that MMO is my favorite style of game. I started playing Death's Door and didn't get super far in it. I want to play that again, though. RimWorld? I've never played RimWorld. I don't think I even have that one. No, I don't think so. It might be on my list, though. RimWorld? No, I don't have that one on my list, so I'm not sure if I know that one. I do have a Steam wish list that I don't look at very often because I don't buy games very often. I like how often everything goes on sale. It's like been $3 for forever and I still haven't bought it. Do you plan on seeing Wicked? It's pretty woke. I mean, I might see if my partner will watch it with me at some point because he likes to listen to the Wicked soundtrack. I hope Elphaba goes full-blown Antifa eco-terrorist in part 2. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, what is it? RimWorld? What is that about? I feel like I've heard of it definitely, but I don't know if I've looked at it. This is right on the edge of a kind of story that I would want to play. I really, if I'm gonna play a game where you have to like grow your own food and like build things that build things and all that, I don't really like a combat element in that. I think that sucks, actually. But, you know, maybe. Also, it's $35. People keep saying Wicked is good, and I keep remaining wholly uninterested. Yeah. Yeah, 30. I mean, it's on sale right now for $28, but I still feel like $28 is a lot of money to spend on a game that you don't know if you'll like it or not. Although apparently it's similar to Timberborn, which I do love to play. Wicked was good if you like musicals and you can separate pieces of art. in the sense that, like, it's not going to be the same as the original Broadway show. The people in the colony all do their own things and live their lives if you just tell them what to build and where to build it mostly. I mean, yeah, sure, yeah, like that's like Timberborn. Oh my god, one of the reviews or something said, like, I hate having to euthanize my favorite citizen because of brain damage. Like, what the fuck? That was something that someone said about RimWorld. Where was that? It was like, hold on, let me find it. It was like a little review collage on the screen. Okay. Yeah, I hate having to euthanize my favorite colonist due to brain injuries. Says, whoa, hold on. No, come back. Said Rubitron 5001 early access review from Steam. Okay. A rabbit went mad and literally killed my entire colony. Too busy playing to write a review. The only survivor was an overpowered squirrel hooked on drugs. I mean, this is certainly a very interesting collage of comments about RimWorld. Musicals are the only scientific way you can prove I'm queer. Truly. I've never seen or listened to the original show. I know it was Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth, so I'm sure the performances in the original show are stellar, but I never got around to it, and the movie trailer had nothing in it that appealed to me at all. Yeah, it's... I think that the concept of the filmed version of Hamilton spoiled me, thinking that maybe other Broadway productions might have similar quality films, but they don't. But there are, like, studio quality recordings, I think, of some of the songs, or like pretty high fidelity recordings of some of the songs, even if they were recorded live, in fact. But yeah, and some of the songs are good. My partner definitely likes to listen to them sometimes. I can't believe it's only been an hour and a half of stream. I'm so fucking tired, you guys. Ugh. Honestly, more musicals should just go the theatrically released pro shot route. Yeah, like, why not? Sure, you can have it be like 3 years after the original Broadway run so that you make a shit ton of money off of Broadway. They released Hamilton on D plus instead of theatrical, but that was for pandemic reasons. Sure. Yeah, of course. Did Cats do that in the late 90s? Oh, God. To make RimWorld sound kind of grounded, there are an unlimited amount of ways to have a colony, and people take advantage of it. Okay, cool. So you can do weird shit. That's fun. It was somehow even more sexually confusing than the 2019 Cats. Oh, God. There are very few film adaptations of stage musicals that I feel hold up. Sure. Yeah, they're different. They're super different mediums. Hamilton proves that you should do these theatrical releases because it ended up increasing seat sales again after the movie release, stimulated a new super successful national tour as well. And on that note, Broadway actors deserve better pay. Yeah, I am on board with all of that. I feel like Timberborn was starting to get kind of boring, but also it had been like, I don't know, I was playing like two different worlds at the same time, and that kind of made it a lot. Maybe I'll put RimWorld on my wish list. Someone can buy it for me. Dude, I'm not good at Hades. I should try to finish it, though. I've gotten to the actual final boss twice. Oh, man. Where's my wish list? Let me see if it'll let me link it. There you go. There's my wish list. If there's a burning desire for me to play a game, I'll let it happen. Again, I just don't want to spend $28 on a game I don't know if I'm going to like. I had a friend bought me something. What was it? Outer Wilds, I think it was. And I was like, oh, this game gives me motion sickness. And then I never played it again beyond the first, like... I guess I made it not almost 90 minutes into that game. My friend was like really excited for me to play it, and it was not inexpensive. Error? Yeah, it's possible that I have my wish list set to private. That's the link, though. I mean... I don't actually know. Can you make your wish list private? Whatever. Not a big deal. Not super worried about it. Factorio. Yeah, I've never played Factorio. Managed to get a solid tiny base put together without aliens attacking me, but I am so much worse at the game than I thought I was. I had a pretty solid run on slightly modified resource counts, and it turns out that was playing on easy mode. Yeah, I'm actually not great at games. Like, we play games for fun, though. We don't play games because we're good at them. Well, let me try to open mountain one more time. It's probably not going to work, but, you know. Nope. Still spinning like crazy. Dang it. That's a bummer. I would be much more upset if I had played a lot more of that game, because he has, like, different thoughts and different, like, observations the longer it goes. So at least it's one that I had just restarted. Dumb. Dumb and annoying. Let's play Democracy 3, shall we? Because you guys can help me with that. You guys can help me make decisions. This game is so old. Drink a little bit more water. So Democracy 3 is a game where you, like, make policy decisions, and then, like, politically people respond to that. It's kind of interesting. Okay. Apparently I've played this game for 3.5 hours. Apparently my computer really has to think hard about this. Man, my computer just doesn't want to fucking run games correctly today. Okay, I've at least gotten it to open now. I might have to adjust it so that it goes actually full screen. It doesn't want to be full screen. Has a graphics error when you do that. Ah, come on. Okay, maybe we'll just make it bigger instead of full screen. Come on, I just want to play God. I just want to play president. Will you just work, please? Let me be president. It's just a black screen, you guys. Yeah, my computer's taking a holiday break. It shouldn't be acting up like this. It also doesn't seem to be having an error. This is just... It's so weird, guys. Just let me play a game. I want to play a game. Let me do it. I think I have Democracy 3 and I broke it and was leader for 40 years. Hey, it's full screen now. It's letting me do it. Let's do a new game. Okay, so we can play United Kingdom, France, Germany, United States, Canada, or Australia. I think that's it on options. Where do we want to play? There's different, like, options for each one. Like, UK says 71% Christian, 92% white, 14% poverty. This is, I think, real stats based in, like, 2012. This music is cool. How loud is the music? Oh, it's very loud. Okay, I made it quieter. I made America into the socialist hell they fear. That's so funny. Do we want to just play United States to keep things familiar? 78% Christian. They might not like me very much there. Thank you, Allison. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. That's a very generous donation. $50 super chat says, this highly moddable game lets you create anything or play it vanilla. The stories are amazing and hilarious, like my one-legged, armless android defeating a raider. The creator calls it a random story generator, not just a game. Oh, is that about RimWorld? Oh, that's awesome. Thank you! Yes, Merry Xmas, truly. Oh, that means that we get to find out what's in the box? Because that puts us at 110 for our donations today. Super chats, I don't get them until the following month, but they are still very appreciated. Okay, I have to go immediately to settings and turn down the music 90% on every game. Yeah, for sure. So we can find out what's in the box now. That's fun. And then we can start playing Democracy. That was for RimWorld as my Xmas present. Oh, for sure. I still want to play Democracy 3 now that I have it opened, but I probably will lose pretty fast. But yeah, so what's in the box? Let's find out together. Bitches. It's a giant fan. I was thinking of maybe I would take some, like, metallic Sharpies and, like, draw something on it. But yeah, that's what's in the box this time. Man, it feels good. It moves so much air. Like, it's a surprising amount of air that it loses. You could not have been more cunty with that fan open. That's what they're for. Why do you even... What is even the purpose of a fan like this if you don't open it like... You know? That's what it's for. I just got a blank one because they were at the... I bought it at the Renaissance Festival, actually. They're so pretty. It's super worth it, too. If you're, like, really hot, man, it actually makes a pretty big difference. I'm, like, ruffling my light around and everything because it's a giant box light. Anyway, now I have this to gesticulate with for the rest of the stream. It did get kind of messed up. I left it in my car for, like, a couple of months there. Yeah, it's a huge fan. Exactly. Okay, let's go back to this now. Because I do want to play. I haven't played this in several years. Oh my god, 83 to 88% Roman Catholic. Can I pick a country that is not extremely religious? I guess Germany has a 68% Christian population. Yeah, I guess Germany is where to go. They consume 119 liters per person per year of beer. 60 pounds per person per year of sausage. This sounds like a great country. I want to rule this country. It automatically filled in the opposition party name as the Jehovah Party, which I guess works. Term limits. There are no... Does this say no term limits? Yeah, I guess so. That sounds a lot higher than the actual rate of Christianity in Germany. This is also from 2012. The stats that this game uses are from 2012. I'm gonna gesticulate with this the whole time. You could really smack somebody on the face with this. Hi, baby. He's been really needy with me all day today, and I don't know why. Hey, mister. He's like staring right at me. Hi, baby. Yes, he's slow blinking at me. What a good boy. Okay, yeah. Let's just... Innate socialism at 100%, political apathy, 32%, innate liberalism, 100%. I can toggle on hurricanes, earthquakes, compulsory... Let's make compulsory voting. I don't want monarchy. Let's just kind of try that. Let's just see what happens. I haven't played this game in forever. I'm expecting to lose really badly. But you guys have to help me make my decisions. So really, it's going to be we are losing badly. We. Okay, you've started your first term as Chancellor, and as your Chief of Staff, I'm here to explain how things work. Oh yeah, this is a tutorial. This is the current state of the country. Don't forget that you face re-election in 4 years, so you will need to monitor the opinion polls and our party membership. Good luck. The game does have kind of a natural can't go further point where there is no industry available to counter the debt if you go green and stuff. But it is fun to play still. Okay. Unemployment is really high. Crime is also really high. Education is really high too, so that's good. Health is really low. GDP is low. Alright, let's see what we can accomplish. We're looking at our policies on this page. These things show groups of voters with the colored progress bars indicating how happy they are with your government. Okay, the capitalists are very unhappy with me. State employees are very happy. Environmentalists are very happy. Farmers are very happy. And so are the retired. I don't really care about the capitalists, but they might overthrow me. You'll never get all of these voter groups to entirely approve of you. Yeah, no shit. White icons are policies. You start the game with some of them already implemented, but most can be cancelled and many more can be added. They can also be adjusted. These are the primary method to govern the country. That makes sense. Blue icons represent statistical data relevant to your country. Concepts such as GDP, crime, or the education level of your citizens. You can only affect these indirectly through policy decisions. Yep, I pretty much figured that out. Red or green background are situations. These are ongoing events taking place in your country which may be going well or badly. Oh, a lot of them are going badly, apparently. You can encourage good situations and prevent or fix bad ones by policy choices. Yeah, this game is just how to run a country, which is fun. Policies, data, and situations are interconnected through effects. Hovering your mouse over any one of these icons will show how influence flows between them, with green being positive and red being negative. Okay, so here's law and order. This one is transportation. This one's foreign policy. This one's welfare. This one's economy. This one's tax. This one's public services. So, what is this? Okay, ghettos, street gangs, vigilante mobs, connected to, wow, immigration, racial tension, and equality. Fascinating. Internet crime, related to crime and intelligence services, as well as GDP and technology. Yeah, I love this. We should make people play this before they can be a president or a senator or whatever. Just play some Democracy 3. The speed of flow also shows the strength of the effect. Fascinating. Okay, cool. I would just run the country like Logan's Run. Okay, this suggests that we look at a specific group of voters and find out more about them, so we're going to click on middle-income voters. Middle-income earners work most of their life to pay for their house, probably can afford a good holiday once a year, and may own one or more cars. They often are very sensitive to changes in income tax, and they make up a large portion of the voting population. They are not happy with me based on income tax, mainly. Okay. Yeah, okay, it tells me which policies are making them mad at me. So we could see more information about income tax by clicking on it. Income tax is a policy, and this screen shows you the effects that policy is having. So I know it's probably kind of small for you guys, and I'm sorry. This slider bar controls the intensity of the policy, which represents how strongly you want the policy implemented. So I'm currently looking at income tax, the policy. People are mad at me because of the middle income people are mad at me because of the income tax being so high. So should I lower the income tax? Let me try to lower it to like, can I do that? Will it let me? No, it's not letting me do that right now. Experiment with the slider. Okay, so now it will let me. Let me reduce it to 38% and see if that makes people less mad. Increase everything they are mad about. You probably noticed that the effects show two different values as you move the slider. The current darker effect and the effect with the slider at its new position. Okay, so I can see how it would affect things. Let's leave things as they are for now by reverting changes. Okay, cool. Return to the main screen. Thank you for the tutorial. Now we're going to click on a situation. What is this? Alcohol abuse. Oh no. There are inputs and outputs. So it's caused by poverty, community policing, police force, unemployment, and then there's the effect. So it has a negative effect on health and a positive effect on crime. In the sense that it increases crime, I assume. Okay. Cannot change anything here. All you can see is the effects. Okay, cool. The strength of the situation over time. Start trigger, stop trigger. Okay, now we're gonna go look at some other data. Okay, now I have to look at this stuff. Let's click on crime. Cause and effect. Some statistical values are for good things that we want high, like health, and others are bad things that we want low, such as crime. So we want crime to be low, obviously. Duh. Nothing we can change here. Okay, what is this up here? This value shows my... You can't see that, it's in the corner. It shows my political capital. You spend capital whenever you adjust a policy or implement a new one. Your points are generated by loyal members of your cabinet. When you run out, you need to end the turn to get more. Okay, cool. Some political capital can be carried over to the next turn, but not all. So I guess you want to use a lot of it. Okay, now we're going to create a new policy. My ministers have presented... Ooh, this is great. Okay, now I really get to be Mr. Daddy in charge. So... my ministers have put forward new policies, and they are asking me if I would like to implement any of them. Details of a selected policy are on the right. Those in red cannot currently be implemented due to a lack of political capital. Okay, so we can do... I don't want to do citizenship tests. That seems bad. Import tariffs, also bad. International Fusion Research Project seems like a good thing. Farmland acquisition program... tourism ad campaign, or diplomatic service. This is estimated to have a very high impact on the voters, a very high popularity thing. Okay, so it just wants me to pick one and implement it. Let's do a tourism ad campaign. That seems pretty harmless. It's a source of income for many people and businesses and strengthens foreign relations. Adjust the slider on new policies for free without using up political capital. Be aware that some policies take time to implement, which may mean it will be a while before they are fully operational. Now we'll go back to the main screen. Okay, now it just wants me to hit next. Cool. Execute your advisors and declare yourself the Wizard King. Subsidize alcohol and make it mandatory. That all sounds a lot like a lot of fun, truly. Quarterly report. GDP increased a little bit. I think health increased a little bit. Oh my god, what is going on? Some key indicators which impact upon the current state of the country. Plus, there may be other information you need to be aware of. Urgent dilemmas may appear that need your attention this quarter. Anyway, thanks. That's the end of the tutorial, I guess. There's an urgent policy question that requires your immediate attention regarding banning alcohol advertisements. There's a budget report, a cabinet report. The loyalty of your ministers can best be described as loyal. Their effectiveness is generally considered to be passable. Cool. The global economy is in a recession, and this is having a negative effect on our GDP. The polls do not look good. Our last poll puts us at 24% of the vote in an election. Okay, well, that's a problem. Thank you for the tutorial. Okay, there was some immediate problem about, like, alcohol consumption. Right? It was, like, adverts or something that they wanted me to get rid of. I have 48 points of capital to spend. Oh my gosh. Okay, so should I subsidize alcohol and make it mandatory? Did someone say that I should do that? What are some of the policies that impact this? Community policing and police force. What kind of effect would this have on... If there's less policing, then there's less alcohol abuse, basically? Or community policing. Working with the community rather than attempting to control it. Community policing encourages the police to better understand the needs of the local community. Critics see this as an expensive waste of money, which could be spent on more direct methods to cut crime. Well, I mean... Hold on, let's revert changes. Popularity with voters. I mean, I guess, yeah, we could reduce it down a little bit. To being low instead of medium. The fun thing about this game is that it's kind of hard to predict what's going to happen. Like, what's going to be good. And then you do a bunch of things that you think are going to be good, and then a Christian nationalist party overthrows your government. which was basically my experience of this last time I played. Okay, I still have 46 political capital. Okay, so who's mad at me right now? Middle income is less mad at me since I recently changed things that impact them. What do you guys want? You want less income tax. Or did I actually change that? I wanted to change that, but I don't know if it did. Let me change the income tax. I want to reduce it and make people happier. Yeah, democracy games are fun. Yeah, so let's reduce it down to 30% and see if this pisses everybody off. Conservatives are really mad at me. What do you want? They don't like legalized prostitution. They don't like street gangs, inner city riots, or vigilante mobs. Vigilante mobs are caused by high crime, lessened police force, and racial tensions. Okay, so let me do something to address crime then. Where's the crime button? That says vigilante mobs. Inner city riot. Okay, that's crime. What is crime impacted with? Street gangs, inner city riots. Okay, the biggest thing is vigilante mobs, it seems like. Why do we have that? What can we do about that? Police force. Oh, it's funny how crime and violent crime actually go down. Isn't that funny? Crime and violent crime both go down the less money you pump into policing. It'll reduce the happiness of conservatives and state employees to do this. But you know what? Let's just take it down from high into medium. I would appease them with other fringe benefits if you do something people hate. Oh yeah, for sure. Raise corporate tax and lower income tax. Okay, I did lower income tax already. Where's... Here, I'll click on capitalist because probably corporate tax is going to be in there. Corporation tax. Let's increase corporation tax. And I don't know, let's maybe not piss off the capitalists even more. I'll leave that alone for right now. Nope. Revert changes. Okay, cool. Yeah, what do you want, conservatives? How many more points do I have? I have 21 more points. Okay, I want to pass like one more thing, I think. How can I make capitalists happy? Technology grants? Make capitalists happier by increasing technology grants to maximum. Yeah, do it. Okay, what else are you happy about, capitalists? I feel like any changes I want to make to any of these things would just make them mad at me. Like, what if I increase pollution controls, that's gonna piss off the capitalists, right? Yeah, but not that much, apparently. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to piss them off a little bit less than usual. Let me just go ahead and see what happens with that. Where's the button that lets me advance my turn? Oh yeah, there was like... Oh, and these are only foreign policy? Oh man, there's a bunch of different windows. I didn't even look at this. There's a bunch of different windows for like policies that my ministers are suggesting. Small business grants. Let's implement that. People will love that. Yeah. Cool. Okay. I only have 5 points left now. Yeah, I'm playing Democracy 3. I haven't played this game in years. What is this button? This button is obesity. Okay, state health service. Let's... Oh, I don't think I have any points to change this right now. I don't think I have the points. No, I know. I got you. Can I... Oh, this is the thing that it wanted me to do. There is a proposal for a law to outlaw the advertising of alcohol on television, although it would remain legal to advertise on radio, billboards, and other means. A TV ban is seen as a potential way to reduce alcohol intake by our citizens. Okay, so this is... It's interesting. These are two very editorialized things. So reject the ban... And it says, this law is crazy. Either you have a ban on a product or you do not. Alcohol is perfectly legal and enjoyed by millions of citizens without ill effect. Banning advertising of a product on a particular medium is a token gesture for the anti-alcohol zealots, which does nothing but interfere in the free market. Versus, if I approve a ban, it might not stop alcoholism overnight, but a TV ad ban is a step in the right direction. Advertisers have been increasingly aggressive in their advertising, with a worrying tendency towards marketing their products at the youth market. Anything we can do to reduce alcohol consumption is worth trying. Sure, I don't think that this is going to harm anything by approving it. And then next. Dude, I was saying the same thing, Baphomet. I get assassinated by Christians and then rage quit. There is an urgent policy question that requires immediate attention regarding stop and search. The Human Rights Society says it actively encourages its members to oppose the current government. Our budget rating, our credit rating is currently worryingly just BB. We need to fix this either through growing our GDP, lower expenditure, or higher taxation. Okay, I gotta figure out how to grow the GDP, I guess. I lost 2% support last time. That's stupid. Okay. Thank you, tutorial. Maybe I should increase the corporation tax. Or I could increase alcohol tax, which would also impact how many people are drinking alcohol. Where's taxes? Tobacco tax. Is there an alcohol? Yeah, there's an alcohol tax over here. Let me increase an alcohol tax. Increasing alcohol tax increases poverty, but reduces alcohol consumption. No, it increases alcohol consumption. Wait, what? Oh, we want the alcohol consumption to be like that. Okay, cool. Let's just change it a little bit then. I think you just summed up 2,000 years of history there, truly. The liberals don't like me. Okay, shit. What did I do to upset the liberals? What do you want, liberals? They have a lot of stuff they care about. Current opinion of government. Annoyed. Okay. What do you guys want from me? Can someone tell me what are some things that are going to be popular with people? Anybody. Popular with anybody. State subsidies for childcare. I need to tax something. Okay, let me tax something. Plastic bag tax, junk food tax, recreational drugs tax, automation tax. Okay, let me do that. it takes a while to implement these things, so... I don't actually know if any of this shit is going to make a difference, but we'll find out. Luxury goods tax? Okay, people want that. People say that's going to be popular. Legalize sex work and tax that? Can I do that? I want to know if I can do that. Sex work is over here, I think. Conservatives. What do you... Where is it? Conservatives don't like legalized prostitution. Okay, I think that this pisses off the people that I don't want to piss off more than it makes the people happy that I want to be happy. If that makes any sense. So I implemented a couple new taxes. Oh, I have 0 points, so I can't do anything else here. Stop and search. I don't want... Let's not do fucking stop and search. Let's not do stop and search. Yeah, let's not do that. People would hate that. The cost of BJs has been on the rise lately. Yep, exactly. Okay, crime came down. Superhero? What does that say? News stations are buzzing with reports that a caped man has been seen fighting crime in our cities. Okay, well that's not great. Credit rating downgraded. Major international credit agencies have downgraded the status of your government's debt. This is likely to have a knock-on effect on GDP as foreign companies become wary of investing in our economy. Take action to regain credibility with the ratings agencies by reducing the level of debt as soon as possible. Okay, cool. I've been trying to work on the economy. I'm doing my best to work on the economy. The wealthy are mad at me now. Can't even afford a carton of hose. I know, a carton of hose, that's too much. Too much. Too many hose. This game gets really boring really fast because it takes so long for stuff that you do to actually become implemented. Hi, Turtlebird Me. Right now we're playing a game called Democracy 3. Merry Christmas, sweet dream. Yeah. I just kind of felt like let's govern a country, you know? That felt like a fun idea. We're governing Germany right now. How do we fix the economy? Okay, consumer rights, space program, tax shelters. What about tax shelters? How do we get people to want to invest in our economy? How do we do that? A lot of these are going to be like spending money, and I'm like trying not to spend that much money right now. Robotics research grants. Home fabrication grants. Support the acquisition of 3D printers by households to lower dependency on imports. Everyday products can be repaired by printing spare parts, and new items can easily be manufactured. This is such an old game. It's so funny to me that they're talking about 3D printing. It seems to me that it's literally impossible to please everyone in that game. Yeah, I think that's kind of part of the point. Young Entrepreneur Scheme. Yeah, let's implement that. That seems highly popular. Let's make the economy better. Make the economy better. City farms. Okay. That seems good. Let's implement that. Nice. Capitalists are mad at me. Sex work should be regulated like any other business. Proper regulation ensures worker safety, fair wages, health protections, and legal rights. It also helps reduce exploitation and criminal elements. Yeah, I don't disagree on the, like, generally the idea that sex work should be... It's like, I don't know if I want it to be regulated in the same way that other industries are. But, like, I do think decriminalization at the very minimum, so that it can just be neutrally a job like any other job. But I don't know if I want the government, like, giving you a license to do sex work, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like, and then the government is like, you have to submit to a physical every year or something. Like, I don't know. It just seems like an industry that does a pretty good job of regulating itself. But yes, worker protections and worker safety are things that I think are important. And, like, you know, creating a situation where someone can't stiff you and you can pay your taxes without worrying, and you can use a bank without worrying about them shutting your bank account when they find out what kind of business you do. Okay, these are all things that are going to cost money, but they are going to invest in the communities. Popularity with voters. Free parenting classes. Popular with voters. Keep the country tidy campaign. Sex work feels like something that would be under medical in a way, since it deals with the body. Maybe. What does musing moss mean and why change? Sure, sweet dream. So I'm going to take a break from this because it is kind of starting to bore me a little bit. Musing is like a word for, like, thinking. Moss is a very cool sounding name, and also, like, it's green and I like it. So the reason I changed the stream... Sorry, the reason I changed the title of the channel is because I am... So you might notice that, like, we do talk about trans politics on the streams, but I do not upload those to the channel anymore. Like, if you've noticed, like, I haven't really been uploading to the channel very often because I'm changing to doing a different type of content. Which is, like, video essay type stuff, or, like, media analysis type stuff. So I recently posted a video... So my most recent 2 videos were kind of video essays. Well, I guess I posted a phone video in the middle there, but, like, I posted a video about the fact that I'm changing the kind of content that I'm producing, and talking generally about how people who get into politics content often stop doing it after a few years. That one has, like, ContraPoints in the thumbnail. And then most recently I did a video that was a dragon review. It was establishing the playlist of, like, okay, we're going to be doing dragon reviews. So yeah, I'm kind of switching to doing media analysis, and I felt like the name of the channel should reflect that better than just having my name on it, because I feel like the name Luxander is so tied up in the trans identity that I kind of wanted to step away from it a little bit and use it as the, you know, jumping off point for, like, different content. But yeah. So obviously, like, I still go by Luxander on the Transatlantic Call-In Show because that's trans content. And so I feel like, okay, it basically makes sense for me to just continue going by Luxander there. But in spaces where I'm trying to distance myself from that to an extent, I feel like using a different name would be better. So, but originally I just changed it to Musing Moss, but then people still seem to be confused. So I'm like, parentheses, Luxander. Eventually I'll probably take that out of it, but for now it's going to stay in there. The main thing in Democracy 3 is to always stay true to your mission and keep making the same people happy over and over. Make it easy to immigrate and you will replace conservatives with better people. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess so. Where is immigration stuff in this? I'm, like, looking at this. I'm like, where's immigration policy? Oh my god, I can implement a one-child policy? Kill me. Lux is in 2 other YouTube channels that I watch. As in just the name Lux, or that I am in 2 other YouTube channels that you watch? I asked because I love your live streams. Yeah, I was originally thinking that I would do less politics in the streams as well, but I don't know. It seems like that's still what gets the clicks on the streams, so... You know, we're doing stuff. Transport? I don't think transport is going to be it. I don't know. Yeah, in other words, I need to do a great replacement. That's true. Public libraries, very popular with voters. Let's implement public libraries. Did we not already have those? Okay. Let's see how that goes. It says posturing on foreign policy, misinforming the electorate. Oh, man. There's an urgent policy question regarding freedom of information. Have you ever tried to see how much you can tick off the right in that game? I think I kind of just didn't care the last time I played this game, whether I ticked off the right. And they ended up overthrowing me. One time playing this game, I won't say I wasn't a little bit of a socialist fascist. That's funny. Authoritarian socialism. Okay, what's this important question? Freedom of information. Okay, wait. Calls for a law to increase the availability of information held on databases about citizens without their knowledge. These include the records held by private medical companies, insurance companies, and debt collection agencies, as well as information held by government departments. So is this just for people to be able to access their own information? Yeah, I think that we should protect those people. Mandate camping. True. You are required to camp. Is immigration probably under foreign policy? Yeah, like border controls. Foreign policy. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, we don't want citizenship tests. Consumer rights. Let's pass consumer rights. People will like that. Middle income is no longer mad at me. Wealthy is mad at me. Conservatives still mad at me. Ethnic minorities, border controls, foreign aid, Race Discrimination Act. Let's just keep implementing new things. Work safety law. That's good. Retired absolutely love me. Biofuel subsidies. Everybody will love that. Just do whatever you want and then pardon yourself. I will. I will do that. Next. Urgent policy question about debt protection. Okay, what is this? Debt collection agencies have been in the news because of the aggressive methods they are using to extract payment from people who owe large sums of money. These debt collection agencies provide credit to people whom larger, more respectable companies will not lend money. A law is proposed to limit the ways in which such agencies can operate. Yeah. Yeah, like this is like payday loans. I would like to limit the activity of payday loans people. That seems like it'll be good for everybody. Oh no, why are the self-employed mad at me? I gave you small business grants. They don't like work safety law. They like limit automated trading. They don't like consumer rights. They don't like corporation tax or sales tax. You could just lie to the people about all the policies you're doing. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm lying about all the policies. It'll have a positive impact on the economy. Just trust me on that. Lower education so people can't read. Okay, they did not like the debt protection law that went into effect. Well, fuck them then. And you know what? I'm just trying to pass things that are going to make people happy. I'm just trying to make things good. A tax break for married couples. Estimated popularity with voters pretty high. Let's implement that. Oh, do I not have any more points? I don't have any more points. Oh, I only have 1 point. Okay, next. GDP is up, unemployment is down. That's good. I did it. Aerospace contract won. One of our aircraft manufacturers has just won a huge contract to produce new planes. This is great news for the industry and superb news for employment and the economy as a whole. Pundits are saying a business-friendly tax system is one reason we got the contract. Hell yeah. Cool. Alright, the socialists are happy, the poor are happy, the religious are happy. Cool. I managed to make the religious happy by putting in a marriage tax break. Okay. We're operating at a deficit, so I need to increase income, which means I need to increase taxes, right? How do we reduce government borrowing? I could increase a tobacco tax. People don't like that. People don't like tobacco taxes. I think people just don't like taxes in general. I need taxes. I need to be generating revenue. Plastic bag tax. Hybrid cars initiative. Okay, that's a tax incentive. School tax credits, health tax credits, recreational drugs tax, internet currency taxation. Oh, hell yeah, let's tax crypto. Oh, everybody's gonna be mad at that. Nobody's gonna like that. Well, too fucking bad. I need more money. Alright, let's call that good, after pissing everybody off. Credit rating downgraded. Oh no. How do I stop borrowing? You need to reduce the level of debt as soon as possible. I'm trying. We gotta reduce government spending and increase fucking income. I'm trying my best, you guys. Okay? Everybody's so mad. Income mostly comes from income tax. This reduces tourism. But man, it's gonna increase my revenues. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna increase my revenues. What is this? Petrol tax? Motorists are not gonna like it. Environmentalists are already super happy with me. Let's see. I lowered income tax to try to make people happy. So I probably should just go ahead and do capital gains tax, right? Or corporation tax. Let's increase corporation taxes. It's gonna make everybody happy. Oh, can I not raise it? I can't raise it. Oh, I don't have enough points to raise it. Damn, I'll do it next time. Okay, I need 19 points to increase that, so let's go to next. Be an evil tyrant and tax the shit out of everything. I mean, that would be the fun thing to do, right? Oh, a question on banning same-sex marriage. Cool. Let's not ban fucking same-sex marriage, okay? Okay, now I was gonna raise the corporate tax by a lot. Let's raise corporate tax to just, like, a lot. Yeah, let's see what that does. Just basically raise it as high as is physically possible. Let's just see what that did. Just increase corporate tax as high as humanly possible. One of your cabinet members needs to speak to you urgently in private. So, this is my foreign affairs minister. He is displeased with current government policy, which is unpopular with their core supporters, religious people, and capitalists. As a result, there is a danger of the minister wanting to spend more time with their family in the near future. Ministerial resignations hurt the popularity of your government, so it may be worth adjusting your policies to placate their supporters. My foreign affairs minister. So, fucking... My current government policy is unpopular with religious people and capitalists, so I need to help religious people and capitalists in order for this guy to stop being a huge dick. One of our brightest citizens has won the Nobel Prize for Chemistry. Nice. Okay. 90% wealth tax, free healthcare and education, a Bernie at every table. This is called Democracy 3. Okay. So, yeah, the religious... Man, I can probably do more to help the religious people. Ban Sunday shopping? Lamau, they would hate that. Legalize prostitution? They hate that. Okay, how can I help religious people? Youth club subsidies? Ban private healthcare. Man, that sounds fucking amazing, actually. Okay, let me see the religious. How can I make you happy? I'm not gonna illegalize prostitution. You can kiss my ass on that. Yeah, they don't like that I didn't ban same-sex marriage. I can increase the married tax allowance. What is the abortion law currently? Limited circumstances. Life threatened. Hold on, let me move it more. Total ban. 2 doctors' approval. On demand. Yeah, the religious would hate that. Excuse me. Oh my god. No, it's okay, kitty. Put Arden Hart in charge of the Department of Religious Affairs. Yeah, let me do that. I will do that for sure. What else do you want, religious people? Do you want me to increase the married tax allowance? I'll increase it. Be happy with me, people, please. There. Okay, capitalists, you don't like me, and I don't think you're ever gonna like me. I could increase small business grants, technology grants. Okay, technology grants. Okay, they're already at maximum. I can't do any more of those. Agriculture subsidies. Oh, those make capitalists mad. They don't like that. They don't like it when you do that. Small business grants. Yeah, let me increase the number of small business grants. Yeah, people will like that, right? Thank you. Stop being so mad at me. Young entrepreneur scheme. Boy, how do you put that to the maximum? Alright, let's call that good for this turn. GDP went down. Unemployment going down is a good thing. One of your cabinet members, law and order minister, is displeased with the government. Core supporters, religious people, and conservatives. Well, I'm trying. Uncompetitive economy. A new situation has developed. Uncompetitive economy. Our workers' lack of relative productivity and competitiveness is causing our exports to fall and flooding our country with cheap imports made overseas. With lower wages, harder... Okay, so maybe I do want a tariff. Public smoking ban. Ban public smoking. I think that people should be able to do it, like, outside. Does this clarify that question? I don't want to ban all smoking in public. That seems like a bad idea. Ban public breathing? Yeah, that's definitely what I want to do as a person who's COVID conscious. Listen, I'm trying to invest in the economy. What else do you want from me? Okay, I have a surplus, so now I can afford to, like, spend more. Where GDP is over here, okay? Oh god, GDP is just impacted by everything. What is unemployment affected by? Politics is complicated is the lesson that I'm learning today. Okay, I want to increase how competitive the economy is. Space program. Labor Day bank holiday. Business startup campaign. That would be good, right? Robotics research grants. What about foreign policy? Mandatory sex changes every 4 years? Yeah, you have to do it every 4 years. Okay, let's invest in international fusion research. Nah, like, import tariffs? Yeah, apparently this is very popular, so let's implement tariffs. But not a lot. Oh, apparently that hurts the competitive economy thing. Shit, cancel that then. Never mind. Oh, I still lost all my points though. Lamau. Okay, cool. Let's implement that. Okay, next. I'm gonna get bored with this soon. I want to get overthrown, kind of. That's kind of what I want to happen. Oh, did it just close the game? Why did it just close the game? I didn't mean for it to do that. Did it at least save my game? Autosave. From today, yes. Go. Okay, well, because I accidentally closed the game, I am actually now bored of it. I just clicked next and it closed the game. That's so weird. Alright, well, whatever. I'm bored. Alright, well, I saved the game and now I'm ready to get off of it. Quit to main menu. Quit. Okay. I know, I didn't even invade Poland. I wonder if invasion is on the table as like a foreign policy position in that game. I don't know. It's fun though. Still kind of trying to decide if this is going to be the last stream of the year. Because, yeah, I have a guest next weekend who often leaves on Sunday and who might leave Sunday morning. I guess if he's, like, already planning to leave Sunday morning, we might not stream next week. But that does mean that I shouldn't cut this one short. I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, what's the best decision in terms of, like, not missing out on a ton of income at this time of year. Ugh. Christmas is so stupid. I'd be an evil draconian tyrant in that game. Yeah, like, the thing is that you can't just, like, not give a shit about what the conservatives say, because then people who represent them in your government will, like, step down, and which reduces confidence in your fucking government, which gets you less votes, and it's... Politics is dumb and complicated. Maybe do something festive for New Year's. Yeah, because I am planning on streaming on New Year's Day, and then I'm having a tooth removed the following day, which might impact whether or not I can stream on Sunday the 5th. So, yeah. It's just, you know, holiday time is weird. It didn't want to do it that time. Centrism simulator? True. I guess you could make a bunch of decisions that really piss off the liberals and they would never do anything. Like, they would never overthrow your government. I don't know. That's an interesting question. I wonder if I could play that game in a way that's like that a liberal revolution or a socialist revolution would actually happen. Because I think we're all similar with the concept of like the Christian right having an uprising in that game. But I wonder if you could push it the other direction. I kind of want to do that now. Like, maybe we could have a stream where it's like we on purpose try to start a socialist revolution. Ooh, that could be fun. It could be good. Well, I know it's a little bit early, you guys, but I'm kind of, like, ready to get off of here. I wasn't really feeling it in the first place. There's not a lot of news for us to talk about this week. And, yeah, I'm kind of ready to just, like, take a mental break and go on holiday for basically, like, a week and a half. I guess a week and a half long holiday. So, yeah, much love to you guys. I hope that you guys have a great Christmas. If I don't see you before January 1st, then I hope you have a good New Year as well. I think there is supposed to be a TACUS this upcoming week, but I'm not scheduled to be on it. There might be some kind of holiday stream going on the line, and if so, I will let you know in the Discord server if I hop on there to go live for like an hour. We're going to be selling mugs on TACUS, like, so you can support a particular host by buying the mug that they came up with. So my mug is probably going to say gender is stored in the balls because I said that during a stream one time and people thought it was funny. So gender is stored in the balls. You will have an opportunity to buy that mug during the mug competition, and I will get a portion of the money, basically. So that is something that's happening this week that I probably will hop on for at least a little bit. So yeah, much love, everybody. I'll see you on the line and or next year. So toodaloo. Be good. Actually be good, okay? Be good. Have a chill stream. Have a chill.